I am Rehan and I'm doing Masters in Coaching from University of Warwick. I am a part-time coach. I also have another job and my third job is my students.
So my name's Sarah and I'm an HR director for basically an internal team in an organisation. So I've got an industry background. I've been doing that for more than 20 years now, and part of my role is internal coaching. So I'm currently studying for the postgraduate certificate in coaching here at Warwick.
I had a retail management career when I was in my 20s. This is where when it started, and I worked as a retail manager for good 6 or 7 years. So at that time, I realized the need that the people who are working in corporate environment, the kind of support and the guidelines they need, and that are missing hugely, that can help people to perform at their level best and also to achieve their full potential. But then I came across coaching and I found it entirely suitable and aligned to what I wanted to do. So, and again, that just fell into the place where it should have been. So I said, yeah, this is what I wanted to do.
I chose coaching because although it is something that I do day to day and have done throughout my career, it's something that I just learned on the job. I don't have any professional qualification in coaching. I think coaching is becoming more popular in organisations, and there has been quite an increase in outsourcing and bringing companies in to do that. So I feel it made me want to validate my experience on the one hand. I also was keen to learn new skills and techniques because I'm a great believer in continuous learning. I think we're on a lifelong learning journey. We don't ever stop. So I really felt like I wanted to kind of hone those skills as well. And I chose Warwick because I just really liked the programme. It seemed very open, quite broad, because some other courses I looked at were very specific. I also read up about Ian Day and his experience, and I felt like that would be really good synergy with my background, and he would be a really good course tutor as well. So those were my main reasons for choosing it. And I think the Centre for Lifelong Learning in particular as well was more flexible in terms of the approach, so I could fit it around my work and the rest of my life.
I think it's just the overall learning environment, that is created within the class, where it's not some sort of a lecture, where you are getting taught or, you're getting talked at, but rather, it's a debate that is going on. Especially yesterday, the topic we had in discussion was a very diverse topic, and there wasn't one single opinion about it. So we all knew that, but the conditions that were created so that people can comfortably have a debate around the area and realize the complexities around the debate. So yeah, I think the learning conditions and environment is phenomenal.
What I would say about the programme is it is very much a blended programme. So there is a lot of focus on the actual coaching and getting great experience of that through co-coaching. And again, something that I didn't really think deeply about before I joined was, of course, whilst you're getting this experience and building skill as a coach, you're also being coached as a coachee. And I think that's been another interesting journey to go through, both learning about yourself through the course, but also being able to utilise the great benefit that is coaching with your fellow students. So we've created this community of kind of self-learning, sort of subgroups, and we co-coach, but we also connect on other things going on in our lives.
Experience has been absolutely brilliant. I mean, I look forward to every time I come to Warwick, from Manchester just to enjoy the atmosphere. I would say it's rather late. I'm 40 now, so enjoying that student life is rather late, but no, it's never too late, as they say.
I had a little anxiety myself because I haven't studied for 20 years. So I was quite nervous about going back to studying. I was also curious because I know that It's evolved a long way since I used to study. So, particularly due to the pandemic as well, I think there's so much more technology now, and remote work learning has really been much better enabled, I think, through our experiences there. So I felt confident in joining a virtual program, which maybe even 5 years ago I would have been less willing to do, I think. But I do like the fact that we have some in-person workshops as well, and I think that is important. So I think you need to work out whether you can commit to that time. But the time in between really is the bigger commitment. I'm not going to lie, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. But I think you find your own path and you find your own way of fitting that around your life. I work full time. I have a daughter, so I have a family as well. So like everyone, I have other commitments as well. So I think it's giving yourself permission to continue that learning journey and making sure that you have the support of the people around you as well. And in my case, also the support of your organisation, that they're willing and able to give you the time off to study as well. But I definitely think it's worth exploring it, because once you get back into it, or maybe if you're just starting that journey, it's such a rich experience. And I think the more I've gone through the program, the more committed to it I've become.
My routine is such, and I have been extremely lucky about that. My routine is such that it allows me to be student when I want to be a student, to be professional when I want to be, and a family man when I want it to be. And also, I would say how the score is designed, that gives me a lot of leverage around how can I manage my timetable.
To understand the academic side of it, to do the reading, to explore these different themes and the different approaches to coaching and to different techniques. Ethics was the recent one. I never really thought about ethics before as a topic. I just thought about it as something as rules and codes, and that's what we do. But learning about the evolution of ethics and where it's come from, for us as people, I think is interesting and was unexpected.